What is up, guys? It is JRob here from Team Energy Golf Clash, coming at you guys again this week with another tournament guide and walkthrough here for the Christmas Parks tournament in City Park Golf Course. So before we jump over and really dive deep here in all 9 holes for City Park, if you guys have yet to hit that subscribe button down there for us, click that subscribe button down below and join the Team Energy family. We also encourage you guys to join our Facebook groups as well at JRobGC and Team Energy, and also our Facebook group here for our Golf Clash library if you guys would like. But there's also a link in the description below to donate to the channel if you guys are feeling generous and would like to donate. But without further ado, guys, let's hop on over to hole number 1, par 4 here for City Park in this Christmas Parks tournament. What is up, guys? Welcome to the Rookie Division guide here for the City Park course in the Christmas Parks tournament. So off of the tee box here, the plan is going to be to play this in Rookie Division either with the extra mile here or the rock, something with a little bit of distance, but also some curl here to the left, because we're going to play this with at least 2 bars of left-hand side spin here, at 0% off of the tee box, with at least 2 bars of top spin, but I would recommend no more than 4 here, unless we're trying to attempt a very curled shot here, going for the further up the green or towards the green there in the fairway. But we're looking to get around 350 yards to 360. So we have a nice sniper shot here to the pin. I would recommend using the sniper so it gives us the best ball guide possible here. And we're going to play this shot at mid-distance here with our sniper straight at the pin at -5%, because this is we're bouncing up a little bit to a plateau there, and we are in mid-distance club, and there is a little bit of an uphill fairway slope here. So we're going to play this just a little bit under adjusted here, and the plan is to bounce off of the bottom fairway here, just up onto the fairway, bouncing right there and rolling onto the green into the pin. Now, throughout the video here, guys, we're going to have a couple of clips that you guys are going to have to kind of make here if you want to do the best that you possibly can here within the tournament. Now, we're going to let you guys know there is a little bit of a disclaimer here as well, that some of these clips are going to be old footage that we had here stored in the gallery for you guys, so we can give you guys the best possible information here before the tournament starts. But what we're going to do here in this specific clip, I believe I played this with just a little bit of a top spin there and a bar of left-hand side spin to guide that ball guide back in towards the pin there. Now, like we said, we're just going to play this here a little bit under adjusted. Make sure that we can try to hit a perfect ball here. Perfect ball is going to be the story of this tournament. We're going to have to make sure that we can definitely hit a perfect ball, but coming up there, nice to hit that eagle. All right, though, guys, that is going to move us on over to hole number 2 here, par 5. The first of the par 5s that we do have here today. So if we do have a drastic tailwind, I do want to note here that it is possible to drive over to the other fairway, but we're going to need at least 6 to 7 bars of topspin, and I would say at least a 6 mile an hour tailwind, straight tailwind. And that's going to be, at least with a power 3 ball there, to reach all the way over onto the second platform here. But what we can do is play this shot here, just laying up right at the end of this fairway here. We can play this specific hole here with either the big dog or the horizon, something that gives us a little bit of distance here, but a good amount of top spin on our club. The hammerhead works great as well. As you can see, I'm playing with that here in this specific clip. But we're looking to get right up to the right of that bunker because this hole is going to be a more difficult hole here because it's going to be an eagle chip that we're going to have to make if we want to land that eagle. So this shot here and the third shot is going to be played with minus 5% elevation here at mid-distance club on your short iron because this is a little bit of a plateau up to the fairway or the green there from the fairway. So I do want to note that you can get on the green with a big dog on the second shot if we can get over to the second platform and we have a tailwind off the drive. Now we're going to have to use full overpower with that drive if we even want to attempt it. But from this shot here, the third shot, we're just going to play this straight up, bouncing off of the fringe there with a couple bars of backspin straight at the pin, making sure that we hit a perfect ball. And we're going to come in straight at the pin, hopefully dropping right in there for the eagle. Now we do have another clip here for you guys of landing that shot so you guys can see that shot landed and you get a nice image of how you're going to want to set up for this shot here with the thorn, because I know that's what a lot of you guys are more than likely going to use. Now this is a thorn level 8, and I know that has more of a ball guide than a lot of you guys have, but I want you guys to pay attention here that your ball guide may lie to you just a little bit here if you're playing this off the fringe. This is a little bit uphill here, so you want to play it with about 1.5 bars of backspin, so you have just enough backspin to where you're not rolling too fast and you hit right off of the pin, or you're rolling too slow and you don't get too far up, to the pin to actually drop in. Make sure we can hit a perfect ball there. We're going to bounce nice off the fringe, coming in just perfect. A ting right off that pin for an eagle. Moving right on to hole number 3 here, we have a very nice par 3 here that is going to be an amazing hole-in-one opportunity here for you guys. Now what we're going to do here is pull our target back just a little bit, and we're going to play this with anywhere from 4 bars of backspin here. We can pull it back just a little bit and play it with about 4.5 bars of backspin, or we could push it up just a little bit on that little knoll, that little nose there in the middle of the green, the hill that comes up and over. We're going to play it just on the left-hand side of that at mid-distance with 0% elevation right off the tee box with a little bit, about 1/2 bar right-hand side spin straight at the pin here, coming in really nice there for the hole-in-one. So it's going to be a very great opportunity there for you guys to grab that stroke. So we're definitely going to have a lot of really nice opportunities here in the City Park course, but we're moving on here to hole number 4, par 4 now. So for the elevation here, and the plan behind this hole is 0% off of the tee box here, and what we're going to do is play this from the left-hand side just to the left of that tree. Now we're going to want to split our ball guide so it's just looking like it's going to bounce right over those little ribs that's on the second fairway, and we're going to play it with about 3.5 to 4 bars topspin. We don't want to play it with any more than that because it'll end up more than likely going into the rough on the other side. Now that curl there is vital because that's going to push us back in towards the middle of the fairway so that we're not bouncing over those ribs there on the left-hand side that cut in and out of that rough line. So that's going to set us up here for a really nice second shot with a short iron here at mid-distance straight at the pin. Now this is a very, very nice shot. Now we don't want to get too far down there because we want to have a nice straight shot here like this right at the pin. Now if we get too far down here to the right, we're going to be aiming over that bunker there to the right-hand side, which is a decent shot as well, but may be a little bit harder for some of you guys to manage because it's a little bit more angled and weird that you're bouncing over the hill and down into the green there. But we're going to come in there really nice and be able to snag that eagle in another stroke here. So quite a few holes here that we're going to be able to snag some quick strokes early. That is going to move us on over to hole number 5, par 3 though here today. So we have a couple different ways that we can play this as well. Now I know that there is 2 pretty solid ways here that we can play this hole. Now we can play this a little bit further up here. I like to play this a little bit to the left of where my opponent has his target, but I wanted to show you guys this as well to show you that you can use about where he has it there is about where I play it to make my wind adjustment so that my ball bounces right where his target is, where he made his wind adjustment too. But you guys can bounce it right up towards the pin there with about 4 bars of backspin and a bar of right-hand side spin guiding it in towards the pin. But what I would do here is play this back off of the little zigzag fairway here with about a click of topspin here. Now we can use a little bit of left-hand side spin or right-hand side spin depending on where we want to line up here. But basically get it to where it's coming straight in towards the pin there, to where it's right at the end of our ball guide, especially with the Grizzly there. I know you guys may not have a fully developed ball guideline, so just get it up there about two squares shy or so that it has that a little bit of room to roll. You always want to try to envision just that little bit of ball guide at the end there so that you can still picture it rolling that little bit of distance. But this could be a very good opportunity as well. Okay, though, that's going to move us on over to the trickier par 5 that we do have here today at hole number 6. So we're also going to show you guys a couple different clips here in the ways that we can play this hole as well. Now, we had a headwind here in this specific clip playing this hole. So what we're going to do here, if we have at least 6 bars of topspin, and I would recommend, at least having the extra mile 8. Now, for you guys that don't really have that, you may want to play this a little bit to the left if we have a headwind, but I hope that PlayDemic isn't that mean to us. I don't think they'll give us a headwind on this par 5 here in rookie division. But what we're going to do there is basically play that with 6 bars of topspin, a couple bars of right-hand side spin, and get it to where it's split right down that right-hand side so that we can use a little bit of overpower there and get it to where it double bounces just at the end of that little hill on the right-hand side so that it bounces off of that hill, just hits the rough there, and rolls out into the fairway in that little zigzag. But if you do not feel comfortable trying to bounce it off of that right-hand fairway down to the rough and letting it roll out into the fairway, you could play it with a little bit of a higher-powered ball here down this left-hand side. Now, we can play it down the left-hand side, but I would recommend at least playing this with the big dog as your wood club if you can, because it's definitely going to help you out reaching the green here on your second shot, because you're going to see my opponent here play that with the sniper. But going back to our very first clip here, playing this hole here from the right-hand side, seeing this here, we played this hole with the big dog ourselves here, and we got a lot further down there than my opponent did. So as you can see, playing this with the big dog here and hitting it even as far up as I did, we're still even having that little bit of a trouble reaching the green there. So you guys are definitely going to want to try to get as much distance down the right-hand side of that fairway as you possibly can. That's why basically driving down that right-hand lane and clipping the rough and rolling out into the fairway is almost a necessity if you really want to have a nice opportunity, even being able to snag the albatross and really just having a nice putt or an easy chip to get the eagle if you have to. So basically, I would recommend playing this, like we said, with the big dog, because you're seeing my opponent here struggle. But if you do end up with the sniper here, there is that little bit of a right little quarter pipe, it almost looks like, that funnels right into the green there on the right hand side. It funnels in from right to left, so you can shoot it near that right hand side with a little bit of left hand side spin and get it to dive itself in and down towards the green and around in towards the pin. That is one option there. If you do find yourself a little bit shy of the green, I would definitely go right instead of going left, because if you go left, you're going to more than likely end up in the bunker or having to chip over the bunker. And it is just that little bit of an elevation there, so you may be a little bit off on your shot. But make sure you get that eagle, and you should be A-okay. Okay, that brings us to hole number 7 here, the last par 3 that we do have here today. So this may be a trickier par 3 here for some of you guys as well. Now what we're going to do here as far as our new numbers is play this with 3 bars of left-hand side spin and a bar and just a little click of backspin. Now what we're looking for is our second bounce there to be just on the fringe line. Now our bounce is going to be just on the fringe line there. We're going to play this from 0% at mid-distance off of the tee box. Now what we're looking for is to bounce off of this left-hand fairway, just clip that rough so that we double bounce, boom, boom. That double bounce is very important, because if we don't, it's going to catch more speed and it's going to roll way further down around and you won't get that hole in one. And now we've got hole number 8 here, par 4 today for City Park. The second to last hole that we do have here today. So the way that we're going to play this hole here is one of 2 different ways. We can actually play this up above that rough line with a little bit of overpower, or if we have a tailwind and we can drive forward, completely over this fairway that we're trying to land on right now. But if we have a crosswind or headwind or something like that, we can play this with 3 bars of left-hand side spin here, about 4 bars of top spin, and we can get it curled a little bit to the left and right over onto this left-hand fairway right next to this bunker, setting us up for a very nice second shot here with the sniper. Now I have made this shot very, very, very many times, so this is a very great opportunity here at really grabbing the eagle. I would just recommend trusting your ball guideline here and making a very nice shot. We're going to be playing that drive, by the way, at 0% off of the tee box, as well as the second shot here at mid-distance at 0% as well. Now, what we're looking for here is we want to leave our ball guide just into the pin. Now, I left this a little bit shy because, I hadn't played down here in Tour 6 in quite a while, and I jumped down here to play these holes, to find the clips and make the videos here for you guys. But we want that ball guide just into the pin, and you guys should be very, very close there at being able to snag that eagle. There's quite a few holes here that are very nice as far as being able to really make good adjustments and snag a lot of these extra strokes. All right, though, guys, that brings us to our very last hole that we do have here today at hole number 9, par 5 here for the Christmas Parks tournament. So this may be a trickier hole here for some of you guys as well. Now, I would recommend playing this with a side spin 3-ball, such as the Katana here, so we get as much side spin down that right-hand lane as we possibly can. Now, I would recommend playing this with about 3.5 to 4 bars maximum top spin here. Now, we want to play it with about 10% curl there to the left. Now, as you can see, I just got done eating some chicken wings, actually, before I played this hole, which is actually funny. As you can see, my finger was slipping all over the place there on the screen as we hit double great left there. But we're going to play that shot there at mid-distance with 0% elevation. And we can play this here with the sniper, but we can play this there with the Guardian or the Big Dog if you guys find yourself not being able to get further enough down there on the right-hand side as you want to be able to reach this island here in the green, especially if we have a headwind like we do here in the clip, and we have to use a little bit of overpower just to be able to stay up onto that little circle patch of fairway there that bounces over towards the green. Now, this is going to be really our only direct path here at getting to the green there in 2 shots. So it's going to be a very nice opportunity there at snagging that albatross. You definitely will see quite a few people land that albatross there. I've landed it myself. I do believe we actually have a clip here for you guys of that albatross so you can get an idea of how that's going to be landed as well. So we'll hop over here and show you guys that. We do have a Guardian clip here for you guys if you guys are looking to use that specific club. It does have a good amount of backspin, but we're going to play this shot here at minus 5% though. That is important to note because this is a little bit up to a plateau. This little island circle patch of fairway is actually higher up than where we're shooting back before the bunker in the other fairway. So we're going to make our 1-ring adjustment there at 2.5 miles per hour. We're going to make sure that we hit a perfect ball here at roughly 3.5 to 4 bars backspin here. We're going to bounce off that island onto the other fairway, coming in there nice and hot for that sexy albatross. All right, though, guys, that is the wrap-up for the Christmas Parks Tournament Guide and Walkthrough video. Thank you guys so very much for being here with us and watching the content. If you guys have yet to hit that subscribe button, click that subscribe button down below. We did happen to notice that quite a few of you guys out there weren't subscribed, so that's why we're definitely encouraging you guys to hit that subscribe button for us and definitely smash that like button for us, guys. It really does help, especially you guys out there sharing our content and sharing our videos. It really does mean the world when you guys share our content with all of your Golf Clash friends. But thank you guys again so much for being here, and we will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.